I remember writing my victims of crime impact statement, and there was a similar question asked on that, how has this experience impacted you? And I replied, in every way possible. There was no question. At no stage did I think I can continue going like this. I was experiencing a form or a version of myself that was unfamiliar to me. I could barely leave the house. I hated being looked at on the street. I would wear a hoodie and sunglasses, and usually I have quite an upright posture and enjoy being visible and seen and interacting with other humans and community. But I couldn't, that all disappeared. Even my dog could sense it. It was a real effort just to take her for a walk. And I remember one day I forced myself out of bed and took her out the front gate, started walking, and she just looked at me and stopped and just said, "No, Mum, you don't have to do this today." And she turned around and walked back inside the house. So she gave me permission to go as slowly as I needed to. From what I can tell, we live in a world where we're defined by boxes and labels. Most people will say, "Oh, what do you do?" as their first question when they first meet you. I didn't have an answer for that. I had to accept that I felt different. I had to accept that I was different to the norm out there. So I would come up with my own little catchphrases to answer questions as a way of acknowledging to myself that I was accepting where I was at, and also as a way of trying to educate the community that we're not all the same and that some people are walking a very private, vulnerable path. So people would say, "Oh, what do you do?" I'd say, "I'm on official Hogwarts business today." They'd say, "Oh, that's interesting." It was the best way I could describe it, to keep my anonymity, my privacy, and also my self-respect. Sometimes, if it's right for you, absolutely reach out for connection. For me, the connection that worked was with my psychologist, was with my traditional Chinese medicine woman, was going to very small classes that were safe, that worked on the nervous system. That was enough interaction for me. Again, the dog, she was a brilliant connection. My parents and odd family, they were good connection. But for a long time, that's as far as my circle could go. So I think the first step for me was just sitting alone, solitary. I remember sitting on the back step, and I just sat and looked at the sky and looked at this tree that was so firmly rooted in the ground. And I remember its branches and leaves would move with the wind, but it remained its grounded centre. That I suggest, and I don't know, and whatever way you're doing it is right for you, I commend you. But that was my first step on this path, to just sit quietly with myself, to feel the shakes within my body, to feel that my equilibrium was out, and to sort of long for the young woman that I was, to remember the shine that I had enjoyed of myself. One of the great things of going through these horrendous experiences is that I now know that I will absolutely always have my own back. I will always be there by my side.